Yo guys, the Jews of Screws are back with another completed house renovation. This house is in Langhorne, PA, and it took us about 7 to 8 months to complete. We're taking a quick look at the listing photos to give you an idea of what it looked like when we first bought it. We settled on a Friday, and by Saturday morning we were in demo mode. Right away, we knew that if we removed this wall, we could really open up the living room and kitchen. Our buddy Lou made his way over to help with demo and to collect our scrap to cash in later. Probably the longest and most tedious part of this demo was removing all the wallpaper. It was all over the downstairs of the house. Back to the wall removal. This is a load-bearing wall, so we had to build a temporary wall on the first floor and in the basement, and then bring a new beam. This is actually a really fun project that makes a huge difference in the overall layout of the house. Demolishing the bathroom was not fun. That cement behind the tile was like 3 inches thick. Originally, we tried to salvage the sheetrock upstairs, but as we took a closer look, we knew we had to redo it. Once we pulled it down, we also realized we needed to reframe the entire upstairs. It was a lot more work than anticipated, but it made for a much better finished product. Now we make our way into the basement. We replaced the little hopper windows and then reframed the entire perimeter of the basement. Luckily, we got this done while 2x4s were still only around $4. Just a few weeks later, we were seeing them for almost $9. We finally get to electrical. We had to fish a lot of wire throughout the house in order to give it much better lighting. In a little bit, you'll see our buddy Orlando come over to help us upgrade the service to 200 amp. Unfortunately, we couldn't get gas run to this house, so everything is run off of electric. Mike finally gets to do what he does best, plumbing. All the plumbing in this house was completely ripped out and replaced. After electrical, HVAC, plumbing, and insulation are completed, we're able to close up the walls. The downstairs and basement weren't too bad, but the upstairs Cape Cod was rough. The dormers especially. Shout out to Orlando and John for helping, and to Dan for the skim coat job downstairs. Now we install the kitchen cabinetry. This is where it starts to look like a real house. We primer all the walls and then start tiling the bathrooms. Besides removing the wallpaper, trimming the house is definitely the most tedious part of the project. It feels like it should be so easy, but it ends up taking way longer than expected. It didn't help that we were having trouble getting a few of the doors we needed. Without the doors, we couldn't finish all the trim, but eventually we got it done. Mike had a great idea to add a little style to the kitchen with this butcher block and shiplap bench. It's definitely a great accent piece and a great place to sit and relax as well. By this point, we got all of our doors and finished all of our trim. Now it's time to fill in all the nail holes and caulk. Not the hardest job in the world, but another tedious one. Now we move on to paint. Let me tell you something. If I decide to move on from software development, I might start a painting company. These guys are either booked out for months at a time or get to charge crazy prices. We eventually decided to paint ourselves and save the money. It's not an easy job, but anyone can do it. Orlando makes his way back to help us upgrade our electrical service, and during the week our floor guy Pat came through and installed our vinyl flooring and carpet. Now we're down to the real odds and ends portion of the project. Install bathroom fixtures, doorknobs, closets, and all the other random stuff they have to do to make it a finished house. It feels like you'll be done in a single day, and next thing you know, it's been a week. One of the reasons we bought this house is that the siding and roof were in really good shape. We really didn't have to do anything outside except fix this deck. It was in enough disrepair that it was a safety hazard to leave it, so we stripped it down and replaced all the railings and posts. Finally, we made it to the finish line. Enjoy the final walkthrough and let us know in the comments what you think of the finished product.